It's been 10 months since my life has changed. 10 months since God gave me the opportunity to birth a whole human being. It's come with its challenges as well as victories. No one can ever prepare you about how you'll experience your postpartum. Every journey is unique, and I'm pretty sure mostly filled with doubts. My body and my mind have done amazing things to keep me going. You would think I loved it more. Truth is, I'm still learning to love this body again. All I know is I'm going to need a bit more time to accept the new me. This is my postpartum weight loss journey. Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mbali Chitsika, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my realistic postpartum weight loss journey. That is a mouthful, but I really wanted to share what I feel like is a realistic way of weight loss. I'm going to be sharing with you guys all the details, everything that I did, everything that I tried to do, everything that I'm doing, how much I weighed before, how much I weighed during, and how much I weigh now. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys all those details. So before we get this video started, please make sure to like this video. Yes, like it in the beginning before you watch it anyways, because it really helps my channel. And please don't forget to subscribe if you really like this content. And let's get this video started. Okay, so I'm gonna start at the beginning, right? Before I got pregnant. Before I got pregnant, I was already struggling with my weight. I was weighing between 73 and 74 kgs. And I was not happy at all with my body. I was not happy at all because I had gained so much weight and I felt overweight. But if someone who didn't know me saw me, maybe they thought, no, you're fine. I wasn't. I had actually gained a lot of weight and I was struggling to lose weight. And I came from a place where I was vegan for like almost 2 years. Not even vegan, I was more plant-based than I was vegan, because we all know that just because you're vegan doesn't mean you're healthy. And I was more plant-based than anything, and I did not lose any of the weight. If not, I gained more. So I generally wasn't happy with my body before I got pregnant. It was just a struggle, and everyone who knew me, who saw me, was just like, oh my goodness, you're so big. I know. And I just was not comfortable in my body, and I wasn't happy at all. When I got pregnant, I think I was really scared because I had told myself that after I give birth, I really need to work at losing the weight because I'm already not happy. So I just felt like it would be that much harder to lose the weight when I was already struggling with losing the weight. And just a background, I would like to think that I am a generally healthy person. I drink a ton of water. I drink a minimum of like 3 liters of water every day, and I'm very mindful of the stuff I eat. I ensure that with every meal I have carbs, I have fats, and I have protein. I am a generally healthy person, and I don't really eat junk. And at times when I eat junk, it's when I'm on my period or when I'm about to go on my period. Anyone who knows me personally knows that I eat a lot of veg, I take care of myself, I exercise. So during this video, I won't be talking a lot about food because I feel like I generally eat healthy. So there's no need for me to really work at eating healthier, if you get what I'm saying. Food, how I eat now is how I ate before I got pregnant, how I ate during my pregnancy, sort of, because I mean pregnancy was, you know, touch and go with the type of foods that I could eat. So now that that admin's out the way, I'm going to be talking about the first 1 to 3 months postpartum. The first month postpartum, I didn't work out. I got cleared at 6 weeks to start working out, but I didn't. So I started working out at 8 weeks postpartum, and I found a channel on YouTube called Pregnancy and Postpartum TV, where the lady would do postpartum workouts, and they were usually between like 10 to 20 minutes, and that's how much I would spend like working out. But I also wasn't working out every day. I would work out probably like 3 times a week max. The most a workout would be 20 minutes. Sometimes I just do 10 minutes or 15 minutes, but I had told myself that I just really want to work on getting my body moving, and not like in a, you know, stressful manner, but in a way that's like slow and controlled. I don't want to be too harsh with myself, especially because I had a C-section. I also did a lot of walking during the first 3 months. We used to take walks probably like 3 times a week, if not more, but a minimum of 3 times a week. Even before I got cleared to work out, actually, I used to take walks just for fresh air, you know, because I mean, you're stuck in the house and we're in a panoramic. So I just wanted to just get some air for more mental clarity than anything. That was the first 3 months in terms of working out. I lost 10 kgs before I gave birth. Like at my last doctor's visit, I weighed 88 kgs. By like 3 months, I had lost 10 kgs and I was weighing roughly like 78-ish kgs. That's where I was weight-wise. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm not far off from my initial or my pre-pregnancy weight. So I was like, oh, okay, I've got roughly 5 plus minus 5 kgs that I need to lose. Oh, okay, this is gonna be, you know, easy once I start putting in the work. So now at 4 to 6 months, I went back to work at 4 months postpartum. The other reason why I started working out before I went back to work was because when I started going back to work, I wanted to have gotten used to working out, so that I was like used to, you know, moving and just the habit. Like I said, it was just to build the consistency. So at 4 to 6 months, I started doing clothing. I started doing some running, not at 4 months though. I think like at around 5 months, 6 months, that's when I started doing some running. Started doing some running because I was doing clothing every day and I was getting bored. So I decided, okay, no, let me do something different. And at this point, my workouts were not longer than 20 minutes. Between 1 to 3 months, I had built up the consistency not of like working out maybe like 10, 15, sometimes 20 minutes. Between 4 to 6 months, I was working out 20 minutes, and I was working out between 3 to 4 times a week, and I was enjoying it. I was happy. Obviously, I would take pictures, but I felt like there was no difference, and I weighed myself and I found that, okay, I'm still 78 kgs. I haven't really lost weight since I started working out. And I also thought, because I was breastfeeding, because I exclusively breastfed for the first 4 months, I thought it would have helped me to lose a lot more weight. I feel like people are like, yeah, no, I've lost the weight because of breastfeeding. I feel like that's not the case for everyone. And I also didn't find myself eating a lot or getting hungry, because I hear that you like get hungry. I didn't experience that when I was breastfeeding. I just ate the way that I usually ate. I had 3 meals. So I was just like, okay, I'm working out. It's now been 6 months post. I'm working out and I'm still at the same weight. I'm putting in the work, but nothing's happening in terms of eating healthy, working out. I even did some diastasis recti exercises consistently. Randomly, when I'd be sitting on my own, I'd be doing diastasis recti workouts to help my core. And I'm just like, but yeah, fine, and nothing's happening. And you're putting in all this work, so I'm not sure what exactly is going on. And I didn't want to go to counting calories because I've tried that, and I don't like how restrictive it is. I want to be able to eat food and be healthy. I didn't want to have a weird relationship with food. And I'm emphasizing on the weight because I do want to lose weight, and I know that if you're lean and stuff, your body, it looks different, but I want to lose the weight. My focus is weight loss. It's not muscle building. And at this point, I just told myself, you know what, let me just focus on consistency and exercising, because the exercising is improving my mood anyway. It's just making me an overall happier person. So let me just focus on that. For a while, it stopped being about weight loss. I'm not gonna lie, I was discouraged because I felt like I'm putting in the work, so why is nothing happening? You guys, if you hear something, it's the gardeners outside. They're busy with the leaf blowers. It's just so annoying. Both my windows are closed, but somehow that thing is still so loud. I really hate that leaf blower. between 9 and 11 months, which is currently where we are now. At the beginning of July, I did like not a weight loss challenge, but like an exercise challenge where a friend of mine was like, come, let's exercise like every day for the month of July. I was like, but because I was already doing like between 4 to 5 times a week, I decided to say, let me do it 5 times a week. So sometimes I'd end up exercising 6 times a week. From that, my body transformed, and something was just like, let me do a before and after picture, and I saw a very big difference in my midsection. I was so like happy. My midsection is now smaller, and I could feel it as well, and I could see it. But obviously after doing the challenge, I was still 78 kgs. Even though my body looked different, I was still 78 kgs roughly. So I decided, you know what, let me not kickstart, but I was like, I need to take things up a notch. There has to be something that I'm not doing right. It has to be more than just about exercising and eating, because I feel like I'm doing those things right. What am I missing? I watched, who was it? I forgot who I watched. I think it was Milena. I don't know how to pronounce her surname, Sisodi or something. She said she did intermittent fasting, and that's how she lost a good chunk of her baby weight. So I was like, oh, okay, let me just look into this. And I looked into it, and I opened up like a can of worms, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna do intermittent fasting. Literally, I read about it the 1 week. The next week I was already doing intermittent fasting. Oh my goodness, this leaf blower is so loud, guys. If you can hear it, I'm so sorry, but like, I cannot wait until this person is done, because time is not on my side. So I'm just gonna continue talking over it. So I decided to do intermittent fasting, and within 2 weeks I had lost a kg. I was like, this is the most progress I have made since I started losing weight. So I was like, what? I'm definitely gonna continue with this. It was a bit tough. Like the first 4 days of the intermittent fasting were a bit tough. So it may sound like, oh, it's a lot, but if you think about it, let's say I start eating at 6 p.m. and I only eat again at work 8 a.m. That's 14 hours of fasting already. So while you're sleeping, you're doing a lot of the fasting. So after I had decided that, okay, I'm doing the intermittent fasting, and I'm currently doing 18 hours of fasting a day, and I have a 6-hour eating window. That's how I currently do it. So I eat 2 meals a day. What I also did during this time was that I found more workout channels on YouTube, just to like give me a variety of exercises to do during the week. That really helped me, and because I'm enjoying the different types of people. And I currently try to work out like 5 days a week, and then now I'm currently at roughly 75 kgs. So the other day I weighed myself, I think I was like 74.8. So I am now currently at my pre-pregnancy weight. Only now after 10 months am I at 74. I feel like that's realistic, because you know, when you watch these like YouTube videos, lose 40 pounds in 2 months, and you do those things and it doesn't really happen. And it was tough to get to this point, but I think I'm more confident now about my weight loss journey. These past 10 months has been I think an emotional roller coaster. And I know people always talk about like, you have to be kind to yourself, you know, all these other things that people say to try and make you feel better. But realistically, if I don't look like I did before I was pregnant, I'm gonna feel like crap. Like I just want to be honest, you know. And I feel like that's why a lot of women are just like, it's difficult postpartum wise, because you're like, yo, my body did not look like this. And now if you're like me, where you've got a ton of stretch marks on your stomach, and you now have to live with that, like, and they're not going anywhere, where before you didn't have them, it's tough. It's really not easy to accept yourself in a new light. And I know people brush it off. I feel like it's okay to admit to yourself that, hey, uncle happy man. And because some people just brush it off as, no man, you just had a whole human being. I know I just had a whole human being. I didn't think it would be like this for me, because when I see other women on TV, they don't look like this. And that's another thing. During this whole process, I learned that, you know, there's a lot of things that people are not telling us on social media. You know, the other day I was thinking to myself, I was actually talking to someone in my DMs, and I was like, a lot of these celebrities lie. Like, and I'm in my head, I was like, actually you're right, these people basienga, you know. Why is it that influencers and celebrities have the most snapback games, and then us regular Joes who go to work every day, I see not snapback? Why snapback singayendeki kithi? Why snapback siyendeka to abantu labanemali and people who are in the limelight? So maybe nami, if I was in the limelight, you know, snapback would happen. And what I also realized is that tiny people have a quicker snapback than if you're bigger. A lot of the videos that I found of like after pregnancy, bodies after pregnancy, a lot of them are like of the skinny people, or let me just say tinier, the people who are on the tiniest spectrum. I didn't really see a lot of people who are my size, yeah, who are big like me. Okay, I'm not extremely big, but I'm big because I'm very short. I am 154 centimeters. That is very short. So anytime I gain weight, you can immediately see it. That's why I had so much difficulty with my pregnancy. We're not the same. Also, our genes are not the same. Some people do have a quick snapback game, but where to from here? So my goal from now is to lose 15 kgs. My goal weight is 60 kgs, and people may think that is so small. Yes, that is small because I am a very tiny person. Like I said, I am very short. I'm not meant or built to be that big. I want to go back there, and I feel like the intermittent fasting will help me to do that. That is basically the update. I'm going to show you guys an update of my body. This is currently what I look like, body postpartum, 10 months postpartum. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Do let me know in the comment section below like how you've been doing your postpartum weight loss journey, what tips and tricks have been helping you. Share with us, share some recipes, because this journey is not easy at all. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and please don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one, and I love you guys.